Hello everybody and welcome back to another Euro Truck Simulator 2 video. Now today I'm going to be reviewing the 1.14 update that FCS released not too long ago now, and also the micro update they released 1.14.2. There's been quite a few changes in both of these. Actually the first one's more, but the big change people have been waiting for is of course the new DAF. Now we're going to go over to it right now, so without further ado, here she is, and she is a beauty. This is her original orange colour that she comes by in the factory. So as you can see, no detail has been left unturned. It's very, very detailed. This is, of course, the XF Euro 6, as you can see, and look at that sparkling paint job in the sun. I believe this is the metallic paint job that it defaultly comes with. So let's take a look at her now. So as you can see, this is orange, and this is the grill or the radiator. Nice DAF symbol there. Very unique design. I'm not sure if the other DAFs actually have that. So as you can see, coming around to the back, we have a 3 axles here. So we got 2 axles on the back. This is a 4x2, I do believe. So that means there's 4 tyres on the 2 axles. Yes, I believe, and that's not actually touching the ground there. But anyway, as you can see, this is the. We're going to be looking at this axle in particular later because it's got something a little special here. This is the back, very, very detailed. I mean, SES usually very high detail, but this is just unbelievable. And of course there is the exhaust, the radio signal, lights on the back, and this is to connect the trailer lights, and this is where the trailer goes, right here. So we've got the tractor done. So yeah, I suppose now is the time to be taking a look inside. So let's go back to here. So we'll jump inside. Here we are, and look at this. Isn't it just bright and sunny with a nice a view of the sky there? That's one of the things I do want in my Renault. But anyway, as you can see, this is a oak dashboard, very, very detailed, and of course, no detail left unturned, as I have said. Even the seatbelts on the co-pilot seat you can see, and I believe there's a bunk bed behind us for the co-pilot as well. Obviously, this is the Super Space model of the truck. So there was 3. You come in 3 shapes and sizes. So one with the complete flat roof, number 2 with a slightly slanted roof, and this one with a full-on huge space here for microwave would go there, and your other necessary living items go in there. Yes, so you have basically everything you need, of course. Nice little speakers, and there are curtains, obviously, and the indicators actually make a different noise. So let's turn on the lights, not the engine. For some reason I'm in reverse, so I suppose we'll have to put up with that because I don't want to turn the engine on yet. Sorry about that. As you can see, the first thing you see is it has a built-in sat-nav, which is very, very handy. Unfortunately, Renaults do not have built-in no, do not have built-in Renaults. They do not have built-in sat-navs, and they cannot have a sat-nav on the little dashboard. But as you can see, the indicators actually make a different noise. It's hard to hear over the stupid beeping, but as you can see, much different, much nicer pitched compared to the Renault and Scania. But yeah, that is the DAF, and very, very detailed down there. I love the floor. Look at that floor. But anyway, I think it's time to turn her on. So without further ado, let's listen to her from the outside. Of course, let's drive on. Very quiet. Very quiet. Very, very quiet. And to turn her off, it is a bit noisy, but let's listen. And there you go. There you have it. Now, what I wanted to initially show you is the back wheel. So we need to turn on the electricity without actually turning on the truck. And listen, watch the back wheel very, very carefully. As you can see, it is lowered to the floor. Now, this is a big implement they have been working on. Lifting axles. So, as you can see, I can lift it up. And there we go, releasing the pressure. Now, this is basically to balance the weight of the trailer and the truck. So, if it's lopsided, then I suppose you could go down, but if it's fine, then you could lift up the axle because you don't want to waste fuel. So yeah, let's actually go to the shop and show you the tractors, or the chassis, that, excuse me, you need. So here, this tractor, or the chassis as they call it, here is the tag lift, which means the back wheel lifts up. The mid lift means the middle wheel lifts up, and as you can see, it's only one wheel. But I actually like the look of this because there's actually two wheels. So yeah, it's that, if you want to buy it yourself. But enough about that, let's get on to more features. Now, those two are definitely the main features people have been wanting. As you can see, I've renovated, as you can call it, my truck a bit, like the grid on the bottom, but the number plate, and of course the sun visor and the lights on top. And the actual default horn is so very customary for a DAF. But anyway, new options. I believe it is in gameplay. Here we go down. Obviously, they have added an option to show cutscenes. So if you don't want to show a cutscene, then I suppose you can do that. And these are the big ones. So they are steering camera rotation and blinker cam rotation. So I think you can guess what those are. Yes, indeed. So if you're on a laptop or something and you can't move your mouse very easily, this is the perfect option for you. Unfortunately, I believe when you go back, it actually puts you to the back. No, it doesn't. So you actually have to physically turn. And it's a bit annoying. I'm turning my steering wheel right now, and it's turning. Oh well. And of course, the blinker cam. So if I want to turn at an intersection this way, and all that way, why isn't it? That's interesting. It turns that way. Maybe, am I centered? No, my tyres are not centered. That's why. Okay. So here is the center. Looking that way. Looking that way. Very, very handy for laptop users, and or if you do not have a mouse that is suitable for this game, or if you have a steering wheel. Yes, that is what it's mainly for, because before with a steering wheel you had to look straight on. You couldn't turn very well unless you have one hand on the steering wheel and one hand like that. So with this you can just go whoop with the steering wheel on, which is very handy. Now the other features are basically traffic fixes, so like trucks won't go onto the ferry or go onto the train, because then they get stuck sometimes, and it just is a have to restart the game and all. So yeah, that's bug fixes and all that. And 1.14.2 is basically more bug fixes, but they also closed the car park in 1.14 for I don't know what reason, but they did, and multiplayer people complained. So they changed it because the multiplayer people wanted to park their trucks in there. And yeah, I think they are actually listening, and they actually changing their game to support the multiplayer mod, as they have done since 1.12. So I suppose we should end off the video by jumping off this little ramp. So why not? Why the heck not? Goodbye, DAF. And of course, like my Renault, I didn't even make it. But thank you for watching, guys, and happy trucking, and I hope you like 1.14.